Stevie, thanks for joining us. You must be absolutely over the moon with the last two games. What a difference a week makes. This time last week we were chatting about, coming off the back of the Dunfermline game, which was obviously very disappointing, but yourselves and the players, it's been a remarkable response from that defeat.
No, it's been great. I think obviously Partick losing the man after 4 minutes and Kevin scoring the penalty from that was the start that we would all hope for. But we were very pleased with the manner that we put the game to bed in the first half. There was a lot of energy, a lot of good combination play, well taken goals, and we caused Partick a lot of problems in that first half. Then we scored an early goal in the second half, and with half an eye then on the Ayr United game. And to be fair to Partick, they went with a 4-4-1 in the second half, which made it difficult to try and break them down. So very pleasing in that respect. We changed it up and went with a 4-3-3 against Ayr United the other night, and the pleasing thing from that, there was a togetherness. Tactically the boys bought into it, and the application was fantastic. And as I say, to a man, to come away from there with 3 points and take 6 points out of 6, it's very pleasing. And
it shows the character that's within the squad as well, after two disappointing results, to come back and respond in that fashion.
I think it's important. I've said one of the things that we're hoping to try and create at the football club now is a change in the culture, and that's not going to happen overnight. And yes, there was a lot of disappointment. I said I'll take that on my shoulders because I know the financial implications that has, but it was so important to react in the manner that the players did last week, because there was a lot of hurt in that dressing room after the game at Stranraer. There's a lot of hurt when we came back to East End on the Monday as well, but we had a really good conversation with the players, and we could see what it meant to us. But football, you always get the chance to move on and move forwards, and as we say, we go into the Morton game with a lot of confidence on the back of 4 home wins now, and one that we're looking forward to.
And one man who's absolutely on fire at the moment, 4 goals against Thistle, and then another one, the winning goal against Ayr United on Tuesday, is Kevin Nisbet. It's great to have a striker that's scoring goals. That's what you need. That's what wins you games.
Definitely. But Kevin will be the first to tell you that, even looking at his goal against Ayr on Tuesday night, Josh Edwards done great. He's anticipated the crossfield pass. He's driving with the ball at pace and has the composure to slide Greg Culty in. And Greg's put in a fantastic cross that Kevin manages to get across the defender and finish really well. His 4 goals against Partick, you don't get many days like that, but again, the creativity in the team from the rest of the boys is giving Kevin the opportunity to hit the back of the net, and there's proper competition. I keep saying that Andy Ryan never scored last week, but some of his movement, involvement in the goals was great, and you've got young boys like Lewis McCann and Gabby McGill chatting at the bit to get in as well.
He's the highest scoring Scotsman of 2019. He's got 3 more goals than Lauren Shanklin's got in 2019. And with that recognition comes as well, and he's the Championship Player of the Month. That's what happens when you score lots of goals, I guess.
No, it's fantastic, and it says a lot for Kevin. Obviously it didn't work out for him at Partick Thistle. He's dropped down a couple of leagues and had a very successful season at Wraith Rovers last year. He's come in the summer and he's worked hard, and he'll probably tell you so that the coaching staff have been at him and try to help him progress his career, and he's bought into it. But very much I would like to hope that Kevin would turn around and say that we're all about the team here, and the fact that he's got the award is great for him as an individual, but it's also respectful to his teammates that are allowing them to score these goals.
Let's look ahead to Saturday then, and the game against Morton. We've won our last 4 home matches on the bounce. It's been a long time since we've done that. It's probably been a longer time since we've won 5 in the trot, but it's a good opportunity to do that this Saturday.
That's the dangerous thing, looking at Morton at the moment, I don't think they've won a game away from home, and that's, not looking at it in a negative way. They'll be looking to get that monkey off their back, but I think the turning point for us was obviously the Ayr United game. We found ourselves 2-1 down with not long to go in the game, and Ashley scored that wonder goal, and from then it's brought a confidence and a belief that we can win games here at East End again. The fans were fantastic that day. As I say, the bumps came from the Alloa and Stranraer game, but in regards to our form in the league, for the last couple of months has been excellent. It's just making sure that we don't get overconfident and we try to continue with this run that we're on at the moment.
And we find ourselves, because of that running form, in the playoffs, which I know is where you as a coaching staff and as a team want to be come the end of the season. It is a tight league, there's lots of games to go, but it's good to be in this position at this stage in the season.
Yeah, I'd much rather. I think it's a first that I've been able to sit and speak to you, so everybody at the club wants it. You know, none more so than myself, and to actually be sitting here at the moment, I'm delighted that we're in the playoff positions, but it doesn't guarantee anything. And as I say, I've got to lead the players, I've got to lead the coaching staff and everybody at the club that we want to remain here for the remainder of the season. As our next challenge is we want to get into third place and not get ahead of ourselves and not think we've got any divine right to be climbing this league, and be respectful to opponents that we come up against.
How are we looking injury wise ahead of Saturday? Paul Payton obviously got taken off at the weekend and then missed Tuesday night. How was the latest on him?
Yeah, Paul, it's one of the ones with Paul that I think if we asked him to play, he would make himself available, so that's a decision we'll have to make tomorrow. In regards, would it then have an adverse effect that it could possibly put him out for a further few games, then I'll speak to Paul. I'll also speak to Kevin on that one. Tom Lang is still, he's just got this wee problem that's eating away at his thigh. Ashy got stitches in his head on Tuesday night, and again it's something that we're going to have to discuss, because Ashy being Ashy would definitely want to play. We've just got to be mindful that if it was to open up again, then you could be looking at Ashy missing a few more games after that. So again, we'll seek the medical advice for Kevin on that one. How's
Ewan Murray progressing as well? He got the all clear from the scan last week, so has he been joining in, training and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's good. In regards to Ewan, he's non-contact in terms of like he's a floater in games or a sideman, and he's not had any adverse effects to it. He's actually been going away during sessions and doing some headed work as well. So as I say, it's all good at the moment with Ewan, sorry.